I'd like to keep doing it basically as long as Bungie and the fans will put up with us.
We're here today. We're on the 8th of June today. We're roughly halfway towards finishing the project since this went up. So 4 weeks from now, we'll have coded everything in the game. Another 4 weeks from now, we'll have put all of the pieces of content in the game. 2 weeks after that, we'll have literally everything, all of the audio, all the cinematics, everything. Then there's 6 weeks after that where all we do is play it and we fix any bug where we absolutely could not ship it. And then we release it.
I'm still scared shitless right now, to be honest with you.
Problem is, the bug I have is...
The difference between good enough and awesome is so big, and I mean, there's standards set by everyone here that, I mean, good enough sucks. You can't do good enough.
You fire the bullet, and the bullet comes about maybe 4 or 5 pixels below where the crosshair says it's going to.
It's a hard kind of thing to live up to, but it's I mean, the game's going to be better for it.
We're actually pretty good at slamming stuff in right at the end. As a matter of fact, I think we do some of our best work that way.
We're seeing big chunks of the game being fun and playable, and so I think that's a huge corner that we've turned.
Right now I'm working on polishing the blood splatter decals.
The bugger evolved into this model right here. He has independent little hips, which kind of give him buggery movement, which is cool.
We're trying to add certain specific weak points to a Banshee, like on the anti-grav pods on the wings.
We've got a huge amount of work to do in this very, very compressed time period. That's scary. These guys everybody here is scared.
More time would be welcome.
CJ doesn't need us until...
If we could have some more time, that would be great, but the fans are screaming.
More time, more time.
Yeah, we could have used a lot more time.
If you can invent a 75-hour day, you'd be my best friend.
We're not asking to work shorter days. We're asking to work as hard as we're working right now, but just 2 weeks.
It's an amazing thing to be part of. That many people want something so bad that they're willing to spend that, that time and that effort 7 days a week. It's tremendously hard. It's a cool thing to be part of, and Halo 1 wouldn't have been what it was if we hadn't done that, and this game sure wouldn't be what it is going to be if we had worked 8 hours a day, and maybe that sucks because we didn't plan right, and maybe there's a way to do it all on the 9 to 5 schedule, and maybe one day we'll even find that, but it's sure not the way it's going to be this time.
We've undertaken this really massive task. I think that we had 2,000 or 3,000 lines of unique combat dialogue in Halo 1. And now we're talking more than 14,000 lines of combat dialogue. So the end result is that Marty and I are spending, Marty more than me, a bunch of time in the studio getting a lot of voices.
On a galactic scale. Let's see, fairly robust security algorithms. I could crack them, but sidestep, cover my tracks, and voila, top-side hull schematics.
See, Jen, you just made like all the dorky techno geeks. There's nothing hotter than a woman that can infiltrate topside hull schematics. What's it like working with Marty? That's a good question.
Joe? Oh, well, I mean, it's the best.
Working with Marty is an effort in patience and restraint.
He's hilarious, he's funny, he's sharp.
He gets to bitch like nobody's business about how much work he has and how little time there is.
We work together really well.
The two of us together are the most unlikely couple for a variety of reasons.
I hate him, actually.
Chief, whatever you're gonna do, make it quick.
I think Cortana might just be genuinely...
Basically, well, all you want to do is say, louder, faster, now you're sad. But Joe is like, well, you see, back in the first centuries of spaceflight, the Covenant...
So right, the Covenant fleet which arrived at Earth is now attacking. There's an engine core, and if we destroy the reactor, the powers the core of the ship.
Actually, I can see the actors' eyes start to glaze over. They have no idea what that means. So they'll say, so, you want it faster? And then I'll go, yeah, faster.
I'd say Marty's direction is incredibly intuitive. Sometimes, and I'm smiling even as I say it, I don't know what I'm going to say, but Marty does, and he's already written out exactly as I'm going to say it.
Oh, Pods, coming in. Sweet Lord, it's raining aliens. Oh, Jesus, why you do this to me? Aliens everywhere.
Number one, you want to have someone who gets it, who, especially if they've played the game, or if they're really good actors and they've improvised a lot.
That's the kind of performance we're looking for. I just don't want the actor to blow through the page and give me exactly what I want. I want the actor to go through the page, give me what I want, be inspired, and then launch off into some crazy realm.
Hello, I am 343 Guilty Spark. I am the monitor of Installation 04.
This will save me from the storm, but you will be consumed. The universe is full of cold, hard facts, and this is one of them.
Chief, we've got a problem. The boarding craft from the Malta and the Athens are converging on us.
The moment of salvation is at hand.
Forward, warriors, and fear not pain or death.
I shall light this holy ring, release its cleansing flame, and burn a path into the divine beyond.
This place is falling apart.
Kill me or release me, parasite. But do not waste my time with talk.
I need a weapon.
This is not your grave. But you are welcome in it. Kill the other. I have come to kill you.
My eyes! My eyes!
Oh my! Where am I being taken?
Hold on to your potatoes!
I stick my foot so far up your ass, you'll be talking shit for weeks.
Good golly, Miss Molly! Have you?
Punch it, Ensign.
Turret's wasted.
Oh, denied.
Hoorah!
I love holding these highlighters.
The hopes of all the Covenant rest on your shoulders, Chieftain.
That was really wonderful to see these actors come in who we really didn't know what was going to happen with them, and they worked really, really hard, and they did a really great job.
Works for us, and away we go. Whee!
If only Marty would work that hard, we'd be set.
Dietat. Dia pap. There's always a point, like when I'm all by myself composing, and this just happened like within the last 24 hours, where I'm thinking, is this anything? Is this idea going to be interesting to anybody? You have these whole series of self-doubts, and then there comes a point where I get over the hump. Like I add some instrument or I play some melody, and it's like, oh, okay, that's what this was meant to be. If I'm involved in the development of the game and I actually enjoy the game, and I'm talking with Joe and I'm talking with Tyson, I'm understanding emotionally what they're trying to do, then my product will be better because I'm that deeply involved in it.
Marty's pretty amazing. Marty makes pretty much everything we do twice as good, and that makes me really angry because he's just about the only individual who has that level of contribution to the team. But I would never say that to him.
But it's really nice to see something which needed an epic effort to put it together and make it really great, sort of coming together now.
The reason the plane door